Welcome to Planforge, the leading project and portfolio management solution. This is the second part of our portfolio analysis tutorial. In the first part, we mainly focused on how easily you can analyze your portfolio using Planforge. This time, we want to show you how you can rate your projects and customize both criteria and scoring models to your organization's needs. Let's start by reviewing the rating and scores of a portfolio by selecting the Tabular Analyze overview. If you now click on a project name, Planforge will directly take you to the Evaluation tab of the given project. This tab allows you to rate all your defined manual criteria. You can also provide a comment for your evaluation. Please note that you can customize the granularity of the ratings in the system settings. If we go back to the portfolio overview, you will now see that the score of the just evaluated project has been automatically recalculated. The score of a project is typically used to track its overall rating. Because different parts of your project organization might find different criteria more or less important, Planforge allows you to optionally define your own scoring models. Initially, only the root portfolio defines a scoring model, which is, by default, automatically balanced. You can adjust the weight of each criterion separately. As with most scoring models, the total weight must always be 100%. In addition, you can optionally provide a scoring model for each portfolio. For example, you might want to define different scoring models for your R&D and marketing departments. Scoring models are automatically inherited, so if a portfolio has no scoring model, we simply use the first one we encounter in its parent portfolios. Please note that if you have adjusted the scoring model in the top-level portfolio or defined your own portfolio-level models, you need to manually enable new criteria by specifying a non-zero weight. Let's try this out by defining a new criterion. As usual, you can manage criteria in the system settings, which can be accessed by clicking on the wrench icon in the top right corner of your browser window. Please remember that only the administrator user can access the system settings area. Select the criteria tool under Configure and create a new criterion with a meaningful name. By default, this will create a manually rated top-down criterion. However, if you link it to a project field, you create an automatic bottom-up criterion. Its rating value will then be automatically calculated for each project based on the current value of the associated field in real time. You can also easily adjust the order of your criteria or deactivate criteria that you no longer use. Let's go back to our portfolio and switch to the bubble chart view. You can already use the new criterion for analysing. If you are new to strategic portfolio management in general and do not know which criteria you may want to define for your organisation, we recommend that you keep things simple. A good starting point is often the so-called Eisenhower matrix. You define two manually rated criteria called importance and urgency, and typically use importance on the x-axis and urgency on the y-axis. For colour and size, we suggest using automatic criteria, for example, linked to the pipeline stage or planned effort. This provides you with a simple approach to portfolio analysis that already delivers valuable input for your prioritisation process. The general idea is that projects located in the upper right quadrant are good candidates to be started or continued. On the other hand, projects in the lower left quadrant require caution and should be discussed or maybe even put on hold. Now, to also enable your new criterion for a custom scoring model, navigate to the properties of the portfolio in question and go to Scoring. You will see your new criterion has by default a weight of 0, so you will have to adjust the model to ensure that the criterion is considered. By switching to the Tabular Analyze view, you can now see the updated scores that take your new criterion into account. Customize Planforge's portfolio analysis to reflect your organization's values and strategic goals. This way, you will get the most out of strategic portfolio management and provide a solid foundation for making the right decisions. Planforge empowers teams to make projects work. Start your first project now at www.planforge.io.